Hi friends, I've got a great video for you today full of content. The Apex Legends update is now live with the Apex Legends Lost Treasure event, which came out on Tuesday, and that's brought with it this new event, the Lost Treasures event, and also map changes, Mirage heirloom, legend changes, and more. So I'm going to cover all of those key updates in this video, and I'll share some top tips and tricks to improve your gameplay with this update. I'll also put some timestamps in the description below, and this will allow you to jump to the parts that you really want to see. For example, if you just want to see the weapons tips or the legend updates, then you can jump straight to that by looking in the description and clicking the timestamp next to each thing that you want to see. Before I get into that though, as promised, let me announce my double Apex coins giveaway for all of you amazing YouTube subscribers that are subscribed to my channel. All you have to do is complete a little mini challenge which I've set, and I'm setting this challenge because it's a way for me to say thank you to you guys who always watch my videos and give me loads of support in the comments and everything. So here's the steps of what you have to do. Step 1. Like I said, it's subscribers only, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you click the button down below and subscribe to my channel before taking part. Step 2. Watch this video to the end and count how many times you hear me say buff or nerf. So every time you hear buff or nerf, or a variant of that like buffed or nerfed, then count. Obviously don't count the times I've literally just said it just now, that doesn't count, but start from now. So anytime you hear those words, then just count either or for how many times you've heard it. So that's step 3. Post your answer in the comments below of how many times you heard me say either of those two words. Don't go and look in the comments straight away because, the answers might be wrong. So give it a go and count for yourself. I'll give you a little tip. There's more than 20, so do listen carefully. It's quite a good video though, so you'll definitely get loads of benefit from watching it to the end. Step 4. So to make sure that people that watch this a little bit later, maybe they're working or, they've got school or whatever, I'm going to say the first person that posts the correct answer in the comments will win, and the last person that posts the correct answer in the comments will also win 1,000 Apex coins. Now you have to do that by the cutoff date, which is 2 PM British Summer Time, so that's 2 PM UK time on Sunday the 28th of June 2020, so that's this Sunday. So you've got a couple of days to do it, and like I said, the first person and the last person to post in the comments the correct answer will win 1,000 Apex coins. I will then announce the winners after this cutoff point on Sunday. I'm going to post a video on Sunday where I'll announce who the winner is. So make sure you watch that video on Sunday and that will tell you if you've won. Cool, let me get into the content for today. So get counting from now for those 2 keywords I mentioned earlier. I'll take you through the event cosmetics and rewards at the end, but I'll look at the more interesting stuff to start with, like the buffs and nerfs. So, map changes. Let's start with map changes. We've got a crypto town takeover, a whole new area by Repulsor. It's a very cool area of the map, I will say that. There's some great loot there and maybe a few secrets. So, I'm going to do these top tips throughout the video. So, my first top tip. The best part is the map room, and that's where you can see a map of Kings Canyon. But you can also scan that map, and what that scan does is it allows you to see the whole area of Kings Canyon and also where your enemies are, so you get to see where the populated areas are of Kings Canyon. It only lasts for a little bit, so you need to be quick at looking at your minimap, so definitely go and give that a go. I would recommend making sure the area is clear first because it takes a few seconds, as you saw, to charge that scan. It also links to my second topic I'm going to cover, bunkers. So, I did the bunkers video. I'll put the link down in the description below, but I did that video showing you about the bunkers when Season 5 was first released. Now, if you go to the crypto map room, you'll get to see the bunkers there, as well as, where your enemies are. You get to see which bunkers are locked and unlocked. At the moment, there's only one that's open, which is that original bunker which I showed you in my original bunkers video. It basically now opens that main hatch, that main bunker door, which allows you to get in. I look forward to seeing the others. I'll probably do a video when the others open up as well to show you what's inside. My third topic, now this is the best one, legend, buffs and nerfs. So there are quite a few, so I'll put the patch notes down below, but I've only covered kind of the key ones where you've kind of got the biggest changes. So let's start with the Lifeline buff. The biggest buff I would say is to Lifeline, and it's epic. She can now res people with her drone. That means she can stand and defend the position while your teammate is being revived by her drone. At the same time, she could also use it to reposition, so she can deploy her drone and it's reviving one of her teammates while she picks up another position and defends that position for your then revived teammate to come and meet you. Another top tip is she can also res a teammate while her drone is resing someone, so that means you can basically res 2 people. Also, her care package is better as you get more meds and attachments, so instead of just 3 in total, you can now get up to 3 times meds and up to 2 times attachments, which is pretty cool. So you get basically a lot more content in her care package. One slight nerf is that she no longer has fast heal, but to me I would say that doesn't really matter because the previously mentioned updates basically make her more of a team player rather than a kind of self-healer. So that's the Lifeline changes, which I think are really positive. Let me move on to the next. So Octane's buff. Whilst we're on buffs, Octane has had a really good buff, particularly for you players with good movement. His stim speed has been increased by 10%, so for players with good movement, this is a really top buff. Jump pads have also been improved, and they now have double jump. A top tip for using double jump: when you hit the jump pad and you go up in the air, try not to use the double jump then, because it won't have so much of an effect. Try and use it as you're kind of losing momentum and on your way down, then use it. That's when it will have the biggest effect. And you can also use it to kind of change your direction as well. Again, it works best while you're on your way down rather than when you're on your way up. Cool, that's Octane and Lifeline. Let's talk about Wraith's Nerf, or change if you like. And I would say Wraith has had the next biggest change to Lifeline. I'm not sure you would call it a nerf as such, but it definitely takes longer to activate her tactical. But it has a flip side of a little buff, which basically makes her move 30% faster while she's in the void. Also, the tactical cooldown time is now shorter at 25 seconds. Also, it lasts a second longer, so you've got benefits to using it as well as losing a bit of time at the start. So basically it's more of a tactical repositioning tool now. Another sort of nerf is the phase tunnel distance is 25% shorter, but in my sort of practical experience, it doesn't have a massive difference. It still goes sort of a fair distance, so it is still useful. Let's talk about Wattson now, because she's the only other legend I want to cover. Again, I'm not sure you would call it a nerf, but her ultimate doesn't last forever. And the cool thing is you can see a timer though of it counting down if you look down on the ground by her ultimate. You can also only have 3 down at a time, so basically if you try to put another one down, it will destroy one of the existing 3. Normally the first one you've deployed. On the plus side, you can store 2 ultimate accelerants in one inventory slot. And a top tip here is 1 ultimate accelerant for Wattson gives her a full ultimate, so you don't even need to wait for it to charge a certain percentage. You can actually just, as soon as you deploy your ultimate, you can crack that ultimate accelerant and get another ultimate instantly. So that's a little top tip there for you. You don't really need to wait, and that's a way of getting around the fact that the ultimates don't last forever now. Some other legends had buffs and nerfs, but not major, as I mentioned, so yeah, go check out the patch notes. I'll put a link in the description if you want to see some of the smaller changes to legends. There is one more nerf that I want to cover, and it might be the biggest of all: the zipline. Yep, the zipline has been nerfed. You can no longer hop up and down on a zipline to avoid gunfire, so make sure you don't try that, otherwise you will just fall after 3 hops. I think this is basically fixing something that was unintentional anyway, so we can't really get too upset about it. But yeah, it was useful before to be able to hop up and down while you're being shot at on a zipline. Well done for making it this far if you have. You should know that there's only one more reference for the 2 terms that I said you need to count for the giveaway, so keep a listen out. They are at the end after I cover the skins, so to help you out a bit, if you don't have too much time left, you can just jump to after when I talk about the skins and the heirloom to hear the final mention of those words you need to count. But at this point you should be at double figures if you are counting. Just another little hint there. On to my next point, a few other new things. So let's look at the final topic for today, skins, and the heirloom obviously. So there are quite a few skins, so I'm not going to go through all of them. As you can see, there's loads, 24 with the event, and you can also get some more if you complete the challenges as part of the event battle pass, I guess if you call it. So there's that. I'll pick out my favourite ones. I already got the Wraith one because the Wraith one is by far my favourite skin. It just looks so cool. I mean, it's gold, it's marble, it's just awesome. And a top tip for you with this skin is actually probably unintentionally a pay to win skin, because by having this skin you can't take head damage, so you don't get any headshots. All shots on your body are just standard body shots, which is actually quite a good thing, particularly for, you know, if someone's trying to snipe you in the head, you can't take headshot damage, so you just take body damage to the head. Also, in terms of weapon skins, I like the Prowler skin, I like the R99 skin, and I like the Spitfire skin. I think this gold-white colour scheme is just really cool, and as you know, gold is my favourite colour, so this is like the dream colour scheme for me. Finally, let's look at the heirloom, because I know everyone loves an heirloom. If I'm being honest, I'm not going to get this one. It's funny, it's very mirage, it suits him, but it's just such a random heirloom in my opinion. Like all of the other heirlooms you can believe would inflict damage. You've got daggers, you've got boxing gloves, you've got shocking electric drumsticks, you've got a pickaxe kind of thing. I mean, you've got weapons that could do decent damage, and then you've got a statue. I mean, yeah, I don't know, doesn't quite compare for me, so yeah, I'm not going to bother getting this one. But by all means, definitely use the coins. If you win the coins in the giveaway, go check out these skins, because yeah, definitely some of them are worth buying. And that's it, you'll be glad to hear. That's my full summary of all the kind of key parts of this update, all of the fun, interesting bits you can take care of and make use of. There's some top tips there for you, and there's a look at some of the biggest buffs and nerfs that have come with this update. That's also it for the last 2 words for the giveaway. Hint, the total is over 20, so if you're beneath 20, you might want to go back and count from the beginning. But yeah, it's over 20, but it's lower than 30. I hope that's enough of a hint for you guys. And I hope you get the right number, because I really look forward to giving 2 of you 1,000 Apex coins, so you can definitely go buy some of these skins. They've also got a special offers tab, so the skins there and the weapon skins, the charms are, I think, all 500 coins. So actually with this 1,000 coins you could go and get 2 skins, or a skin and a weapon charm. So definitely take part. Like I said, post your answers in the comments below, and look out for my new video on Sunday after 2 PM in the UK. That will then let you know if you're the winner, and get in contact with me if you are the winner. I'll give you instructions again in that video, and I'll get you your 1,000 Apex coins straight away. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.